All right, it is time for the FOC with the CCB theme music. All right, so we are here. It's another week in my office, a little chilly. We had a busy, busy week with me doing lots of long hours, um, and back to normal next week. Little aside, Moshi Moshi Manga, our online manga store that's up and running. It's run through Shopify. We're checking it out. We're seeing how that goes. Anyway, you can click that and it'll bring you to it. But let's go through the comic books, shall we? First, you got to go to the CanadianComicBin.com right there and click on the pre-sales right next to that young lad reading an old Superman. We're going to start off with DC. I just added some new stuff this morning because they added them, I don't know, yesterday, maybe the day before. But to kick us off, we have Batman Offworld. The last part, I had no idea why this series took so long. I think people stopped caring. That's usually what happens when things get delayed. They stop caring. Dan Mora has a nice B cover, though. Dan Mora. He's like one of the top artists in the industry, and he loves DC. But there is a ratio variant if you want to go in for that bundle. Ratio variants are always expensive because it's what they cost, you know? Nice House by the Sea, number 5. I've read the first issue of this part. I'm just going to wait for the trade for myself. That's what I did with the first series. I read the first 6, and I was like, you know what, I'll trade it up. But the covers are cool. They usually have cool A and B covers. Just that swirly nonsense. I love it. It's a great series. If you haven't read the original one, Nice House by the Lake, pick up the trades. We've got them. Here is one of the new things we just added. So whether you made your pre-sale order already, you may want to jump back and make a second one. The 4th print of Snyder and Dragota's Absolute Batman. There you go. Variants. I do like that they're using new artists to do the covers rather than just using old pages or changed colors or black and whites, that kind of thing. DeMio, really good artist. And another blank. We didn't go very heavy on blanks for the first round, so we'll probably get a few more of these for our local artists to sketch upon. And the ink foils. Third print is coming out next week, and the black and white foil looks really good. So you'll see that, I guess, on Tuesday evening when you go to our website and make some purchases. But the foil, black and white, I like them more than I thought I would. If you want to save 15% and get all 4 of those covers, we've got that bundle here for you. And we've got 2 versions of the 1 in 25. If you want just the 5 different covers, or if you want to get 25 copies, you'll save 30% off all the cover price. And here's the other one, Absolute Batman 2, second printing. I do love that shot. So yeah, reprints. And like I said, they're using original art. Dustin Nyan, big fan of him. He hasn't been to Toronto in a little bit. And the Dan Panosian, they're doing that as a foil. So if you like that cover, a little homage to Frank Miller's Dark Knight, there's the foil shiny version. If you want all 3, save yourself 10%. And like I said, you can do a couple of different bundles on the 1 in 25 if you want to scoop that and guarantee a copy. Justice League Unlimited number 2. Number 1 is out, and it's kind of cool. I read number 1, and it's like a jumping on point. It's like, it just feels like for new readers wanting to come into the DC world, start with that DC All In. That's a good starter point, and then you can start picking up the different titles like this. It's just like an intro. It's action packed, but you get like new characters or unfamiliar characters and the big names all in there. And Mark Waid writing it, Dan Moore doing the art. It's really good. So again, I'm talking to you Marvel readers who read nothing but Marvel and have been complaining about Marvel stories not being as good. Try some DC stuff. Try some indie stuff. DeMio, another DeMio variant. I am going a little slower today. I've got a bit more time. And who is that? Mike Diodato? Yeah, he's back to doing covers for DC. He's been doing the odd thing. He did a few Interior of the Flash issues, maybe the first 8, 10, I don't know. But he's doing some covers now. And Ariel Colon. Is it, oh man, I can't remember his first name. You know, old Daredevil artist, Gene Colan. I wonder if it's his son or not. This one we just added the cover on. We didn't have the image. Derek Chu. Derek Chu usually gets some pre-sales from us. And the raised UV foil. We haven't gone. We've got our lunar from for next week, but we haven't gone through it to pull out subscriptions and stuff. And I know the UV foil was allocated, so we'll have to see if we got all our copies we need for the customers. If you want all 6 issues, you're going to save yourself 20%. That's a pretty good deal. And then Dan Wilkins has a 1 in 25 bundle. You got Harley and Poison on there, and Sinestro. All right, Dan Mora covering Superman. It's like he's sitting on Doomsday. It's a nice little cover. Sharon Shake, kind of like an Archie homage, I suppose. And Jessica Fong, known for her Poison Ivy. Not fine. I was like, this doesn't look like a finished product. Not final art. Dave Johnson, little old classic advertisement style poster. That's kind of fun. Spring shoes. Jump tall buildings like Superman. And we got Chris Samney. We've got our Zulo Superman one. And the 1 in 25. What is going on here, right? Not for me. Not for me. But it could be for somebody else. If you want all 5 covers of Superman, there's 20% off there. Absolute Wonder Woman number 3. I have number 2 at home. I haven't read it yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. But this has the first appearance of the Tetracide. It's a team, and we'll find out if we like that team or not. People like first appearances, you know, 'cause who knows what they're going to do with them. Ariel Diaz, this cover we just added today as well. It's a nice one. Slick. And Shuma Hill. Shuma Hill. I like the helmet kind of up off her head. And that skeleton horse is awesome. Number 2 has a Jeff Spokes variant that I think is really cool. And if you want the 1 in 25, again, it's the first appearance, so ratio variance if this team takes off, if it becomes a really important thing. That's from Danny. And 2 options for that. Detective Comics 1092, first full Asima. I don't know where that image went to. Last issue we got the cameo, the first cameo, but we got our first full appearance. And the Subic cover is kind of creepy, eh? And Christopher Mitten. Christopher Mitten had, I don't know where that image went. We can only look at it from right there. Christopher Mitten had an indie series that was pretty popular. And you can get a bundle, all 3. And Ashley Wood does the 1 in 25. Big fan of Ashley Wood, but I haven't loved the Batman ones. I want to see Wood doing zombies and robots. Or maybe Tank Girl. Action Comics, Mark Waid. We get another Mark Spears cover. Doing a little more zombified, a little horror-ish theme like his monsters. Sorry, where am I? Right here. David Talaski. I do like this. You know, when you get a good classic Superman, like it looks like it's from the 60s almost, the painting style. I like that one. A lot of times when you see a painter, like it looks like an Alex Ross. That one does not look like an Alex Ross to me, which is good. Not that I love Alex Ross, but it's nice to see a painting that doesn't look like a Ross painting. 4-issue variant bundle, 15% off. Harley Quinn. David Nakayama's got 2 different covers. Because I guess he's doing a spotlight cover for all of DC titles. And I do like this Fornes. Fornes has been doing the kind of quirky ones. It's got like the price tag torn off here. Jorge Fornes or George Fornes. Who knows? Probably Jorge. Yeah. The last Halloween, I do really like how a new artist is doing every issue, and we get our Tim Sale cover, and then we get our cover by the interior artist. And I'm a big fan of Cliff Chiang because of his run on Wonder Woman. And Ian Churchill, I haven't seen him in a little bit. He's got a variant. Black Canary, Best of the Best, #1 comes out this week, so #2's on the pre-sale. It's by Tom King and Ryan Sook, and it's about fisticuffs, straight up fisticuffs, and I'm going to give that one a read. It's only 6 issues, and it's non-superpowered fighting, so it's all about street fighting. And yeah, Leslie Lyrics Lee, and who's this one? Who did the 1 in 25? Oh, another Shuma Hill. And it's nice to see Del Mundo doing a string of covers, because I thought he was only doing a one-off, but here's his next issue, and he's got such a unique, fun style. We also got our Dyke Ruan. I'm a Dyke Ruan fan. Doesn't really do any interiors so much anymore, just the covers. Okay, and Matea de Uisa, pronunciation of people's names. Anyway, there you go. We got the Zulo, and if you want all 4 covers, 50% off. Metamorpho, the Element Man. He's getting a new series, and it's also first appearances. We've got the first Cyclops, I guess some organization, and a new assassin that has similar powers to Metamorpho. We've got some fun covers here. You got Henderson, you've got Bertram, and you got the foil boy by Ossio. But Bertram, he is such a, it's like more of that indie underground vibe. I do like the way the fingers are crossed. It's pretty cool. But I was actually surprised by, we've sold quite a few of the his variants, like he did some Batman, stuff like that, and I didn't think anyone was going to order them, but I was surprised that people did go for the Bertram variants. You know, like when there's such a unique indie undergroundy vibe, like usually our regular buyers don't go for that. Green Arrow, nice cover by Torrin Clark, and a Gist cover. I always wonder, it's like, do they ask there? They're like, you know what, I want to do a Green Arrow. Can you throw me on a B cover? Or do they reach out, hey, we need somebody to do an awesome Green Arrow cover because nobody's buying Green Arrow. Power Girl, Yannick Paquette. If you like your penguins, there you go. Our pre-sales, our subscriptions dropped heavily after like the first 2 or 3 issues of Power Girl. I guess people were just buying the first issue and then they tried out #2, but I think a lot of people were doing like cover buys. It's Mercado is a nice cover. But if you look at the old Power Girl series, I think Amanda Connor wrote some of that. Nobody was really ordering it way back in the, 2015 or something. But now you're trying to find those issues. When we get them in, they're really tough, and you know, like they're $10 issues. There's a couple of 20 or 25. Especially some of the ratio variants. The nice ratios are tough to go. So if you're doing that speculating thing, you got to think about titles that were low printed and are popular now, and then be like, all right, maybe Power Girl this generation will, you know, in 10 years they're going to be tough finds, but you know, it is a gamble, speculation game. DC Horror #3. Oh, that's the best of the 3 from Tyler Crook. I like that one. That one's just, that's even creepier, the way her eyes are like bulging out. Yeah, man. All the way down. Francavilla, doesn't do much for me. Batman Santa, we got our Chang and our Pete Woods. Santa, this looks like a beast, and that is an homage to Frank Miller's Dark Knight. There's a 1 in 25 bundle, but it's very costly. Look at that. They're set up like a Christmas tree. It's kind of, I like that little format. Cape sticking out. Subtle things that you notice that you like in pieces of art. I'm really looking forward to this. I read the first issue and I liked it a lot, and we'll just go back here to look at it. It's like a zombie apocalypse for superheroes, but there's only one superhero left. The world is overrun by Solomon Grundy and his unkillable undead. And yeah, it's really cool. But a long wait between issues. I guess it's going to be 2 month wait or more. And Dustin Nyan did a cover, and if you want a foil version of Dustin's, that is right there. There's a 1 in 25. Full Moon, Batman Full Moon, number 3, Glow in the Dark, and Francavilla variant. So that's the DC. These are all due on Monday. Indie Comics, I think there was quite a few here. A lot of carryover from last week. Deviant number 9, J.G. Jones, Dust to Dust, and I'm going to be bringing this for the store. I want to read it. Nobody has pre-ordered it. I'm actually quite surprised because he's a really good artist, and I do like Dust Bowl, Great Depression kind of things. But maybe I'll be the only reader in our store. So I guess number 1, it's back up. Again, I love the description. Who dis? All right, and Rockefellers, number 1 sold out before it reached the stands, and they're rushing to a second print. We do have the first to print. If you are wanting to see Francis, he's not at our store for this, but he will be at Gotham Central and Heroes World down in the GTA. So you can catch him, I guess, starting tomorrow. Maybe he's been at Heroes World already, I'm not sure. I think he stopped by his local comic shop and he did some signing there, but he might come up for a number 2. He's pretty busy, but we'll see. We'll see. Super nice guy. Spawn Violator number 4. We've got another variant. They didn't show this the last time, but it's David Mack, and I think it's a good one. And some second prints. We got number 2 second print. It's a cool cover. I like, again, second prints, third prints when they have original artwork. It's great. And Temple Smith for number 3 second print. Rat City is also getting a second print, number 7. Maybe this is, I do like the cover. I like I don't know, just speaks to me. But it's just wild that like number 6 didn't have a second print, number 5, all that. And I Hate Fairyland, number 16 went to a second print. We don't have the cover image. I hope it's a new Scotty Young cover, but who knows. G.I. Joe, the latest. We got our black and white and our regular. Creepshow was on last week. Geiger number 9. We've got 2 by Gary Frank, 1 by Yannick Paquette, and all 3 in a bundle if you like. Rat City number 9. Seth Adams. He's getting a color and a black and white variant. But yeah, 3 covers, bundle cover. Halo and Hornsby number 2. Number 1 comes out this week, so you can give it a go. But I'm pretty sure I had this on last week. Yeah, I remember talking about the homage to Hellblazer and Hyde Street as well. And I believe this is not even due for us to order. It'll be carried over to the next one. Redcoat was from last week. Void Rivals. Human Fly number 2. There we go. Kid Maroon, that was a carryover from last week, so we talked about that. Jim Henson's got pushed back way, probably another 3 weeks or 2 weeks before this is actually really due, but we don't know what this FOC variant is yet. Same with Fire and Ice, the pushback. Through Red Windows, that's another pushback. Mindy, another pushback. All right, let's get some new ones. Star Trek, Nzeda, cover A. We don't have Star Trek fans. We barely sell Star Trek. Usually if there's a special issue, we'll get a couple of orders, but for regular series issues, nobody's been buying it from us. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto number 2. Number 1 is on the stands right now. There's 4 different covers, but the Jorge Jimenez, who's known for Batman with Zdarsky, is probably my pick for the best cover. If you want all 4, there's a 15% discount. And Saturday Morning. Here we go. Saturday Morning. Krang. Always loved Krang. Watching that Saturday Morning cartoon. He had that weird bubbly voice. Okay. Last Ronin, number 4. This series is slow to come out, and sales on this has like it's so low because it's just people still come in for the collected edition. We sell the hardcovers, but getting people to pick up the issues on this, it's tough because it's 3-4 months between issues, and they're expensive issues and they're oversized issues. They don't fit in your box with the rest of the stuff. But there it is. Let me rant about comics. House of Slaughter, the latest. We've got 3 covers. The In-Hyuk Lee one is more expensive. Guess he costs something. And Devil's Dominion. Black Box, I think, is his publisher. The number 1 caught my eye, and then I found out that all 4 issues are out the same week. So it's kind of a tough one because you got to order 1 through 4, and they're all there. But sorry, 1 to 5, the whole series. So if you want to give it a go, you can get all 5. Same for Wilder, number 1, 2, and 3. And 5, 1 to 5. You can get all of them, but that's a commitment on people who don't know what the series is or the creators. So I don't know. The options there. Barbarella. They say, what's that? Sydney Sweeney girl wants to make this into a movie. Who knows? Lilo and Stitch. You got 4 covers. 3 of the cover images aren't available yet. Red Sonja number 17. Bjorn Barons is always the better selling cover of all of them, but you can get all 5 and save yourself 20% off. DuckTales and Gargoyles. We talked about those the last 2 weeks. Look at that. My video froze. Sweetie Candy. John, we don't normally put this up on here, but there were 2 covers I thought, John Royal, people really like him. He's friends with J. Scott Campbell. He's got the same style. They worked in the same studio. And this is kind of unexpected. Where are we? Right here. Bob Burden. He is the creator of Flaming Carrot. And so there you go. A variant by Bob Burden with Flaming Carrot. So I thought some of the Flaming Carrot fans might appreciate that. Again, you can get all of them in a bundle if you want all the different covers. There's 5 of them. Is there? No, there's 4. Thundercats, number 11. We've got all our covers. Perillo, Shalvey, Jay Lee, and Ivan Tao. People seem to like this artist. He's got a little more unique style, like the faces are, I don't know. I do like him. Let's see if we see him more, because normally you see him on Zenoscope and some odd Dynamite stuff. You don't see him in the mainstream yet. And this is a one they just put out. It's the metal version. Mark Spears, very popular artist for the moment. That's not a negative thing I'm saying. It's just right now he's quite popular. It's metal. It's 130. Allocation may occur because there's only a couple hundred that they printed. But if you want to go in, there you go. Vampirella, Holiday 2024. Jay Lee, the homage to the Coppertone cover. The little baby with the puppy pulling on her bathing suit. Holidays. They're here. Christmas music is all over in different stores. Been hearing it. There's 4 different covers. Linsner. There's a Panosian. I feel like this is like a sketch he did somewhere, and then they have use of it. And I've talked about this on our social media, like Instagram. We get so little pre-orders for this, maybe 1 or 2 copies, but we sell out, and we usually keep half because I'm speculating on them myself. I keep half because they've been going up in value quite fast, and then we'll sell them at the increased price. We ended up selling the last 3 or 4 issues of the first print for $40 each. We didn't order the second print because we had so many first prints in stock still, and those second prints are going for what, 25, 30, I don't know, somewhere in that range. Number 2s are already selling anywhere from $10 to $25, and they just came out on Wednesday. So here's the third print. If you're one of those people who like flipping books, again, I bet there's only going to be a print run of 2,000, 3,000 copies, maybe even less. But there's also a 1 in 20 variant bundle, a little homage, that one. Nightmare on Elm Street. But that's my spiel if you want to give things a go. But yeah, like I said, these guys. I don't know if my camera's working or not. If I'm frozen, then you didn't see the cover of that comic. Um, all right, Vampirella. These issues were on the last time. I don't know why they had these up at the same time because clearly that's going to be up on here for quite some time. But all the different covers for Vampirella and the last chapter of the library, the Cursed Library. Sorry, it's the one shot, and this closes out this little run. We've got 4 different covers. There you go, in a bundle if you want them all. Marvel. Yeah, this video is going long. All right, Aliens versus Avengers #2, second print. We do have some first prints. There's a ratio 1:25 Virgin variant if you want to go for that. There is the option, 30% off. Get all 25 copies. Another second print with a 1:25 Scotty Young. You can go for just a copy, or if you want to go in for 25 copies, the option is yours. Avengers, Black Cat seems to be joining the team. We got some homage covers here. Right here, that's... who's that homaging? Is it Uncanny Avengers? A Cassaday cover, maybe? And this one's Steranko. But a bundle of 4 if you want them all. Cable, Love and Chrome. We might get a first appearance. There's a new character called Avery who's got the same kind of virus that Cable has. But we don't know if it's actually going to appear in this first issue. It's just the rumor. Maybe. Daredevil 17, we got an homage. You're going to be seeing a bunch of homage covers. That's, you know, because people like homaging things. And Lyrics Lee, I think that's the first time that Lyrics has done a Daredevil. And 3 of them gets you 10% off. Deadpool Wolverine, new series. The Frank Miller cover, we don't have the visuals yet, but I'm pretty sure it is Daredevil. There's a blank. We've got Dwally. I like the gallery. I like Deadpool looking at the art, and a Doodlepool, little you know, kid-like Home Alone plotting his events on the criminals. And we've got our movie studio variant. So if you want all 7 covers, 20% off. There's a 1:25 bundle if you want to go in for that. And Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Black Panther is showing up. I do like the Coelho. And it looks like we're getting some Madam Web variants. I don't know if there's something happening with the movie, like if it's going to some DVD or if it's streaming again. But anyway, I've seen a couple of Madam Web variants and Mirka and Dolfo. Psylocke #1 is getting a second print. And there's a ratio variant if you want to do that. Sam Wilson getting a series because his movie is coming out in, I don't know how many months. 4 months? 5 months? It's next year sometime. But yeah, Red Hulk's going to be in it. And Garson. We haven't seen a Garson variant in a little while. And there's a tiny image of that. And another homage by Portasio. All 5 can save you 20% off. Ghost Spider, we've got 3 covers, and there's another Mirka and Dolfo Madam Web variant. I like that one better than the first one. Hey, my video shot back, so what if I was frozen the whole time? You know, happens. Oh, I'm scrolling too far. All right, Spider-Man Homegrown Heroes. It's an animated series for kids, and we've been pushing on new reader parents come in saying like, my kid wants something. So Spider-Man Homeroom Heroes and Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Those are the 2 we generally push out and be like, hey, these are brand new. Ahsoka #7, 2 covers there. Spectacular Spider-Man, 2 covers. The Ultimates #8. Yeah, only 2 covers. Werewolf by Night. We got a couple covers. This is what I was liking a lot. Like, we get to see the Hulk as a Herald of Galactus. There's some cool covers in here. I really like the Stephen Platt one. That's pretty fun. What else? We got the Bagley homage. Yeah, not my favorite. Platt cover beats that by a mile for me. There are some Bagley fans. Sorry, I'm scrolling way too far. Frank Miller. Frank Miller. I don't know. I'm back and forth if I like this or not. Part of me does, but part of me is like, nah. And Ryan Brown. The Ryan Brown one's pretty good. Straight up Galactus. Nobody wanted to put the Hulk in there. The A cover put Hulk in, but nobody else. They were just like, I want to draw a Galactus cover. If you want all 5 covers, 20% off. X Factor number 6, Greg Land. We have Raphael Albuquerque homage to X Factor number 1. And X Force number 7. We've got 4 different covers, and the homage is by Eden. I'm not familiar with him. A little cartoony, that guy. Not for me. Not for me. But yeah, all 4 covers, variant bundle, all new Venom number 2, an homage by Kem and Coley to their classic Web of Spider-Man 40, featuring Mr. Fantastic. And see, I keep going too far. I like this Parator. That's pretty cool, but his tongue is really long. That's too long. Come on now. And another Kem and Coley. It's a connecting variant. I'm wondering if we'll know who the new Venom is by issue number 2. Amazing Spider-Man 65, continuing the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man storyline. Got our Scotty Young, an homage by Vecchio, and the Marvel Rivals. We've seen a couple of these so far. A little manga-esque, little anime. All 4 covers, 15% off, and a new Electro Daredevil Unleash Hell red band, number 1. So it'll be violent. The Stephanie Hans cover I like a lot. I'm a big fan of Stephanie Hans. That Die series from Image was really great. The Opina, we don't have that. And Sway we don't see as often. We saw a lot of Sway covers when he was kicking off, and he was really popular. But now he's slowed, and he's not doing as much, which is probably a good thing, not to, put out too much. And a tan variant. So if you want all 5, 20% off, and we get a full original Disney story again. What if Mickey and friends became the Fantastic Four? So we're going to see Goofy, Donald, and Minnie. And we get our Bradshaw, our Nodo. We get a Scotty Young, a Zulo. Do we not have... Oh, I thought they were doing a character for each. So you got like Thing, you got Human Torch, but there's no Mickey, straight Mickey, and no straight Invisible Woman. But I do like the Zulo one. That's a good one for me. And the Scotty Young one doesn't look so Scotty Youngish. I'm pretty sure that's an homage to his Human Torch series he did early 2000s. But I could be wrong, but it seems familiar. Namer, number 6, Jason Aaron. I do like the Perel cover. And new champions. First appearance of this new team, and a first appearance of the, I think it's like the Horde of Hela or something like that. Does it say it in here? Oh, the Cult of Hela. So it's the first appearance of the Cult of Hela. First appearance of this full new team. All these different characters who appeared in various other covers or actually in issues. But we do have an Art Germ cover that will likely be the most popular of the bunch. That and the A cover, because people go for A covers. But yeah, another homage, Vecchio, Medina, Vincentini. Not the strongest of artists, in my opinion, for a brand new series that they're really pushing. They probably should have leaned more into, like, there is Art Germ, there is Peach Momoko, and a Rose Besh. But, I don't know. Just me. There's your Momoko variant. I do find the the Rose Besh one kind of interesting. the Ghost Rider character. Alright, we are getting to a close, and now we'll have to do real work instead of just chatting about the new comics. 7 issues will save you 20% if you want to get all the covers, and we are putting a ratio bundle together as well. NYX number 7, latest issue. We've got 3 different covers, a bundle if you want to bundle it. Sentinels number 4, 2 different covers. And Star Wars Battle of Jakku number 2. You've got your Han Solo, you got your Terry Dodson, Luke and Han, and Garbett, Luke, and somebody else. Somebody else. Ultimate Black Panther number 12. 2 covers there. Uncanny X-Men number 8. You got a nice little Gambit cover. I do like the A cover though. I like the villain in the shadows. And the bundle of all 3 will give you 10%. And we have another Galactus, but this time it's with Gambit as the Herald. Taking that Cajun through the cosmos. Only a couple of covers, only 3 covers for this. You got your Galman and your Monster homage. Wolverine number 5, I want to say that's an homage, but I can't say for certain. I was going to say sure, but then certain, so it came out certain. Yeah, it's like when you say, want to say good and great at the same time, and you're like, that's gruel. Here's another homage to Mike Zeck. All right, almost done. Yeah, so 3 covers for Wolverine, your bundle, and I think this will be the big issue of the week for pre-sales. We've got our Kari Andrews cover, which is a strong 90s, you know, mix of Jim Lee, McFarlane kind of vibe. But like, you know, it's J. Scott Campbell, it's Adam Hughes, and everybody loves seeing Rogue in her torn up costume. This one's foil, so it's going to be more expensive, but it is a very good Adam Hughes cover. And J. Scott Campbell, click on that. Again, small images, sorry about that, but got what we got this week. And you've got your Vitine. Not familiar with this artist. Also a smaller version. And we got our Dodderman. There you go. It's a big, it's kind of like that design style. Or maybe it's an homage to like Barbie when they'd have like the clothes. You can put it on, the boots, add them. You know, you just lay them on top of the cutout or the page. And there is a Marvel animation cover, taking a cell from the cartoon, and Nick Bradshaw. There you go, a little Arthur Adams feel to Bradshaw. If you want all 7 covers, you got 20% off. We are doing bundles, so if you want the 1 in 25, which is a really good Lozano cover. Lozano, I think, is a great artist. Not an interior artist. I don't think he's ever done an interior. We are also doing the 1 in 100 Virgin variant bundle, so you can get the 1 in 100, you get the 1 in 50, the 1 in 25. Opina does the 1 in 50, the Lozano's 1 in 25, and you know. So if you want all the covers, we got that. If you want 100 copies and just get 30% off everything, there you go. That is the FOC. We're due Sunday. We're due Sunday, November 25th, 8 p.m. thecanadiancomicming.com. If you can get your orders in earlier than later, because I usually start working on the pre-sales around 7 o'clock, then all of a sudden orders start rolling in. I'm like, ew. Anyway. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, you can hit like, even if you didn't like it and just want to support our YouTube followings, you can do that. But I gotta go and do some real work, and maybe I'll work on some back issues. How about that? I'll catch you next time.